All right. I'll let everybody get in. It's just now when I said I would be on, so they should be filing in. We're going to use the Inktense, the Inktense blocks, which are in here. Some magicals, do a Hare, and we're going to work with typography. Let me see if okay. Oh, the other thing I need to do real quick. I need to make a mask of the bunny super fast, because I think I'm going to need it. All right, I am not seeing any chat at all. I can't see. I know there's 9 people here. I'm seeing no. There it is. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Jilly. All right, let me get an outline real quick that we can use as a mask for what we're doing. I think that'll be, I think I need to cut that one here wider. I'm going to do a mix of what Colleen did and use Inktense and do a bunny. So it's kind of a fib paint along concept. Oh, my scissors are cutting weird. I don't know what I cut that. Oh, tape. I cut a lot of tape. Okay, let's see. That'll work. I think that's what it was. I was cutting a bunch of tape. Hi, Jean. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Mark. Hi, Susan. It's a new name to me, I think. Welcome. So I'm going to put the Inktense to the side for a minute. And I'm going to put the mask, not the perfect mask, but it'll do. Get some. Glue tape. I am all. Hi, Linda. Hi, Mindy. I was looking for something. Hi, Natalie. I was looking for something earlier and I still can't find it. And now I'm just sort of irritated that I can't. And I'll find it later, I'm sure. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit of this edge of that right there, just so it stays down. I had a napkin that Paula had sent me years ago, actually, with a typewriter, and I wanted to use it on this. It was And I can't find, I've looked through all the napkins. I looked in the box. So I don't have, I'm not piling up the middle with grunge letters like Colleen did. So my idea is to use a little bit of the concept that she did. The different stamping, the magical, some of the color in the background, really light. I do have some grunge letters that are just leftover letters that won't hardly spell a word. And I thought I'd paint some of those and let them sit to dry. And actually, I think I have some that are already. Just some uppercase, some lowercase. There's an S. There's a 9. I'm going to add these in the background later, but I've used enough of these, you can't hardly spell a word anymore without some letter that you don't have. Do a W. And I'm going to do a couple numbers, and then that should be enough. Hi, Shauna. You know who's not, who's being a diva is probably not going to make an appearance because she's in there laying down. She might later if we're, look, oh, that one does not want to come off. There we go. But I'm determined I'm going to find that typewriter and I may add it later. We'll see. It's not going to happen tonight because I have dug 3 or 4 times for it. So this is a good way to use this up because I don't really care what it's spelling or saying. And I got a Prussian blue because I didn't want to use black, I don't think. That's a 6. Hi, Lori. Take a minute and sort of see who's here. Hi, Dee. Hi, Dot. All right, so let's start with a little of this. get these. Going. I'm going to do the blue and the green in the background was my thought. And then kind of coral and yellow on the bunny. And I got some magicals to add in with the Inktense on the background. Yeah, I haven't loaded my silhouette program. I haven't got it on the new computer, so I haven't messed with cutting anything in the silhouette because I don't have any chipboard to cut. I usually cut stencils, and then this machine sits for a long time. I have a new blade. I just haven't messed with it. And I haven't had a lot of luck cutting like just paper out on it. Okay. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of PBO blue black. Put a little bit more out there. That'll be enough. She might come around later. She's in there. She's probably mad at me because I went to school today. I came home. I took a nap. I fell sound asleep till we went to go get something to eat. And it was really like a regular, school day. I was there before 8 o'clock and I left at 3 o'clock. So it was actually a little shorter than a school day, but it's after a long week. And I'm proud of my kids. They did really well considering they're inexperienced, and the kids that they're competing against in the science fair have 2 and 3 years on them. So they have a little better idea what to do the second and third year. All right, so we'll let those dry. Clean my hand. So let me close the door so we don't hear Bob's radio. Okay. All right, I did pull some text stamps and some other text things too. So let's start with, if we're going to go blue-green, I'm leaning towards, what I've done is I went and bought a palette because Vaughn sent me these. They're the Inktense sticks, but they weren't in their tin. So I went and bought this palette online on Amazon and organized them and just broke them into like 3 or 4 pieces because I'm not going to use them, like pick up, use them. And then this individually seals the containers. And then I just made me a reference for each box. So all I'm going to do is, I know I want that lime green and that apple green. I think I want that teal. I'm just going to add a little water because I've got some dark stuff on them. I think I'm going to stay with the teals and the limey greens. And I'm going to squirt some areas. And I'm going to start with this. And just let it kind of fall in some areas naturally, like splatters. Heavier in some areas than others. And then let's go to that. Teal green, add some water in there. Kind of run. I like this brush better. All right, then I think I want to get in the other box and get more of a blue. Maybe an iris blue. Okay, I like that. Some heavier lime in some areas. Let that bleed a little more. All right, and I think I'm gonna sort of blot. I always can add more. All right, then let's take some magicals. I'm gonna get a fan brush. And this is the same blue that Colleen used. It's a lot right there. And then this is a Ozzer C, which I think has a little bit of a gold to it. And a little bit of green. And then we'll be done with the magicals. Most of that's too dark. Won't be in the frame of the mat. Okay. Put the magicals up. See, that's a lot right there. We'll see how well my mask did too. All right, let's dry that. I knew chat wasn't moving. Hi, Janet. Well, Jean, yeah, it was I was having a hard time finding what to put the blocks in that would keep them separate. My first thought was I had some of those boxes like fishing tackle boxes, but I knew that when they got wet, they would bleed under. Yeah, you can grate them. There's lots of things you could do with them. I'm just going to use them like watercolor and just get them wet and stick the brush in there. But I can get a larger amount than I can get with the pencils. I mean, I have the pencils too. I just wanted the blocks so I could get a larger quantity. All right, so let's try. I have some text stamp stuff. Oh, brush. Would have bit me if it. Okay, and then this is more of a type. Let's see. I like the cancellation stamp. I guess we'll just do. And then this is like a receipt, like a top of a registration. All right. I think that's almost, let's do there. Okay, let's take the mask off. We're pretty much done with the messy part. I probably could have kept it more open. I'll put the stamps up. I got to move stuff out of the way. We'll wait on the background and let that kind of dry, and we'll start dressing the bunny. And I got my bunny parts in a bag now, so I don't lose them. Okay. My first thought was just do graphic black and white some stuff on, and then let the watercolor go on it. I had some beige stuff, but since I didn't go that direction, I'm not going to use that. I pulled more than I needed. I'm going to use some of this for the nose, I think. The bunny's going to be yellow and I'm going to use this for the nose. Yeah, for the palette. Is that the link for the palette, Jean? Yeah, and I got them on Amazon. They were just the best thing that I could find for that purpose. Okay, I hear an alarm. I must have set the alarm for this morning for tonight and not realized it. Let me go turn that off. Oh, look, got something on the bunny. It's my inky hands. Or something I set down. Well, she's going to have clothes on in a minute. Hi, Kathy. All right. All right, so let's move this aside. Maybe we'll do this. There's the possibility of that. I'm just going to put ones aside that I don't want. Thinking that on the sides or with this potentially. There's also this we could use, but it won't take watercolor. Just I was kind of leaning towards this and maybe the cheeks and the ears. So let's try that. And usually what I do is cut one side and then tear. Because that's got some coral in it and it's got some pink tones to it. That works. And then I think we'll put the same up in the ears, the same small amount, not a lot. I don't think I'll put a lot of paper on this one. Get that in there. I just tore a little extra off. Okay, let's cut the ears out of dictionary print, and then we'll add, it's a little heavier paper. It's scrapbook paper that's been jelly printed. Usually I just put glue on the top. Hi, Norma. Okay. Or glue on the bottom. I said on the top, didn't I? I probably shouldn't even be streaming them. And then let's get the other ear out. And this will give us more type, but we'll add color to it. Here. And you can see some of this didn't come up to the line, but I'll just fix that with Inktense. And a little stamping if we have to. Okay. We need those to be put away. We're done with those. Oh, there's Tay-Tay. She might go. Tay-Tay! You hear her, Shauna? She's hunting your laundry. Tay-Tay! Come on in, Tay-Tay. Okay, let me glue this piece. Tay-Tay, you can get up in a minute and say hello to everybody. Yeah, are you being neglected? Is that what you're going to tell everybody? But you were neglected today, weren't you? Okay, this is the other piece we want. Tay-Tay! Now she's left. She came in, did her nails, told me a sad story. Put that piece right there. Okay. All that's trash. Get rid of that. Those in the bag. Yeah. Oh, I bet she can be persuaded to come back in here in a minute. Okay. This is what I'm going to use because it'll let the and it's silvery, so it's got numbers. Oh, and then we're gonna come in here and trim. Okay, for this, I'm gonna put the glue right in here. This is just jelly printed napkin. I don't care if it has wrinkles. That covered up our little print. Sorry, I'm off camera. So I think we can put all the rest of this back in the box with the neutrals. And then we're ready to add Inktense to her. Tay-Tay. Now's a good stopping point if she's going to come. Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay. Now I hear a banana. I bet they think it's time for a can. right, so I'm going to keep this box up because I think I want to use like the tangerine and the golden yellow and maybe some of this pink colors. So we'll start with the golden yellow. Clean water. Get that wet. I'm just going to do the yellow to start with. I think I'll let that kind of go out there too. And we'll get some down here too. And I like these trays because I can just squirt some water in there and let it dissolve some of the stick and pick it right back up. Okay, so now let's that's a pretty good base. Let's put some, start adding some. I'm gonna brighten the yellow right in here. I'm going to blot some of that back. Just let those bleed together, but keep that yellow in that center real bright. Okay, let's blot some of that back. We can just keep building. There she is. Tay-Tay. You gonna come up here and say hi? You gonna come up here and say hi? I have to move this if she's gonna. Come here. Are you stuck? Come here. Say hi to Shauna. There she is. You gonna show them your pretty blue eyes. We gotta add some fur to the project. She's a sweet girl. She's a little dark right now because it's winter. You know, perform? You know, perform? Hi, Beth. See, yeah, I got my dark coat on. I'm wearing my mink. Mink and champagne. You gonna wear your summer coat later? Yeah, she's got a white chin. And she's got white paws. She's not pure. She got a white tummy. All right. And she needs to exit. Yeah, you hear them car? She's a thief, Bob says. That one's, let me just get a different brush. This will work. I'm just going back and forth between the tangerine. Go back to the yellow. Make sure that kind of a blend between those. Let's get some of that color down in here. some more yellow back in there between the. I'm grabbing a little bit of a red for the edges, which is like hot red. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of that hot red for in here. Again, I'm going to get some of that pinky tone on that paper. I'll go back to the yellow. You're getting buffering? Oh my God. Well, I'm going to turn the heat gun on. Sorry. All right, I think that will do, and then we'll put a little more yellow back in the ear. I'll place that one more time in there. All right, so I'm going to put those up. I think I'm done with the blocks. That ear's coming up. We'll have to add a little glue to it. Rinse out those brushes. Put those away. Okay, everything else is down. Yeah, I like the blocks. I mean, I knew I liked the pencils. I just knew that the pencils couldn't get everywhere that you were trying to get. Okay, so I'm gonna sharpen this one real quick. This is tangerine. And I'm going to get the poppy red. Hot red. That was the red that I used. I'm going to use a pencil just to get in a couple areas that I want to tighten up. And that line will pretty much stay. All right, let's get a wet brush. Kind of soften that. All right, and then let's go with baked earth around the nose area. Okay. And when I did organize all my blocks, I put them by colors for the most part, like the 800s, the 900s. And I put my pencils in the same order in the two trays. Okay. We need to, I know it's driving Dottie crazy, put the eyes in, but I need to put some, I like to use opaque white acrylic. It just helps. If I've had any. Bleed. Okay. Let's get our letters back. And I also had some other letters that are like rub-ons on a paper. I think I'll do like 5 of those. And I'm just going to cut those around and we'll glue them on. And we'll let some of them overlap. I also have some Tim Holtz. I'm going to put that one cut at an angle. I'm not going to use any staples. I guess we'll do the letters in a minute. I have some Tim Holtz quotes that we can use too later for the background. We'll tuck that in there. And do we want to add some glitter to these or leave them the way they are? They're already kind of shiny. Some pieces of tape measure I'm going to add that have numbers on them. Get all these off the paper. No glitter. Well, these are shiny. They've got, and there's magicals on the background. I'll save that because that's kind of cool looking start to a piece of paper. Okay, and I got one more of these. What are you trying to eat, Tay-Tay? There's nothing in here to eat, Mama. I have more of those if we need more. So let's start smacking some of those down. She might need some black in here, I think. Needs dark. To balance it. When that dries, you'll see the orange and the yellow underneath. Okay. Does the camera need to come out just a hair? Get that to hair. That's a little better. Are y'all talking about streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I'm off Monday, so I don't mind streaming tomorrow. Okay. Let's start gluing down some of these letters to see if we need to add more of the circles. We might need more circles. And I want some of these to overlap. And I am going to liberally put glue on here. The only thing I got to do is I got to avoid this area right here and right here. Actually, you know what? Before we do this too far, let's stick a little glue on there, a little glue on there. Let's do the eyelashes real quick. Take a break. Let those dry. The brown. Number 3. Number 5. That one works. Get a white. All right, I need to dry this real quick. Add that little bit of a defining. Let that bleed a little on this side. Where I put that ink pen. Down on the chin. A line around there. Don't bleed that. That one got lost. And that one got too low. Okay, so that kind of puts the nose back in. Put the brown for the eyes in. And this is on top of the gel medium, so the pip pens will glide on that dry gel medium. I know this will make Dot so happy. We're getting eyes. All right, and the black. Let that kind of do its thing. Rinse that out. Just got some places where the edges aren't defined. So I'll just hit them with that black and then soften it. We're about ready for eyelashes. A little highlight in the eye. That a little bit brighter. Okay, here we go. It's going to be hard right here because that paper, I have to keep paper because of the gel medium. All right, so there's the bottom lashes. I might have to add some with the paint pen right here. Okay. So bottom lash is done. Right now, I think I'm going to do the same thing. All right, everybody's got some powerful lashes. And I'm going to come in here and do a few all right. Probably too much on the lash, but once we get all this other stuff in there, it'll be fine. And the other thing I need to do is get these whiskers in, and they're going to be hard too. Because I put letters over here. So I'll have to go behind those letters. That'll just have to be what they are. The white ones aren't showing up. All right. So that'll have to do for the whiskers and the lashes. Yeah, the lashes give them character. When I'm looking at sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's too much lash. But then when I get it all done, it usually is fine. But I'm right on top of it when I'm trying to. So can sort of see the lashes. All right, so let's glue these letters on and decide we want. I think there's let's use cute as a bunny as one. And somebody loves you. But I'm going to cut that one. Because I need to see the mat real quick. Somebody loves you. And how about you make my heart smile? I'm going to cut that one too. I'm going to do that. That puts some white back in there. Okay, let's find. I need. I want a letter in here. Oh, maybe that F. Let's try the F. It needs to be long and skinny. The L's too big. Let's do the F. I'm not going to worry about that it covered up that O, because it's going to. Okay, let's move the mat again. My fingers are stickier than the paper. I'm trying to. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to get some heavier gel medium. Sometimes they don't. If I do a live show, they go quicker. I think I'm going to try cutting. I cut that letter so it's sort of tucked looking. That doesn't really work a lot. To put them on top of each other, it's kind of hard. I'll just have to put it kind of next to it. And then I can probably put one on top if I choose. This is gel medium, and I like Mod Podge. For what I do and go through, it does just fine. This is gel medium. Yeah, I know. But I'm doing my own thing, Eileen. But I'm not doing them down the center like you guys did. So I don't have a big base. I can probably put one on top of there. But I'm not sure how it'll look. And maybe we can. I don't like that. What, Mama? This might sit on top of those. Oh, but I don't want to cover that up. Never mind. I think that might be enough. Yes, Tay-Tay's on the prowl. Oh, wait a minute. There's a D. Maybe that D can sort of float. Yeah. It's too much. Another day. I have some more of these if I could find them. These little circle pieces that are letters. And I can find those later and add them here and there. But I think she's really done. I will tell you, she doesn't have any sparkle on her. So I'll keep looking for those. I know I have a few more. I don't have a lot. I know I have a couple. They're in a big bucket. I've looked for them. They're where I thought the napkin was. They're somewhere in here. And of course, there's just a few of them, so they're there's no telling where they're stuck between. Unless they're the other thing I thought would be good to use on this kind of project is this would be a good time to use some of those random scrapbooking stickers that you might have left over for that sort of, wouldn't be 3D, but you'd get different types. So I know there's a few more of those little things. If I look hard enough, they'll show up. And then the napkin with the typewriter will show up, but it didn't really have room or need it. Could have used these too. Anybody remember these? They're stickers that you add glitter to. Oh, look, letters. They magically appeared. One more, and then that's it. So that puts some different size. So let all that dry, and then I'll put it in the mat and sign it. I don't know where I'll sign it. There's not a lot of space left. So Not my best bunny, but not the worst bunny. And I didn't give her a name, or him a name. Thinking something to do with typing letters. Oh, sign his ear up the side. That's an idea. I've never done that before. Usually I put their name, so I might sign down here. Usually I sign them down there. But that's an idea. Mr. Script. Yeah. Thanks, Lena. Hi, by the way. Yeah, I like script too. I guess he's become a boy now. I like font. What about Royal Font? Royal Font. I'll put the name over here. Made it Ms. And then put my initials here. So she needs to dry. You know what's ironic is when I was a kid, my dad set the type for the Omaha World Herald until the job became computerized. But he would take and put all the stuff in backwards, all the metal letters in the trays or something. I mean, I never went to work with him, and they would press that, and then that was the print. But he had all those. It was all those metal letters. But that's what he did when I was a kid. He worked the night shift. Type at the Omaha World Herald. I should have named him Edward Font. We used to have a bunch of that stuff at one time, and then in all the moving around and after my mom died, some of that stuff disappeared. Your first job, Janet, was setting lead type? He did it for many years. And when they automized and went to computers, he went to a smaller paper. Tay, you gonna say hi again? Oh, she's gonna lay down. You're gonna lay down and show him your tummy. You like, oh, Inktense are good. She's rubbing her face on the Inktense. Say hi, Lena. What time is it in Denmark? That's who I should have seen. I don't know why you do bunnies, Mom. We're cats. What is with all the bunnies? You're supposed to do cats. Yeah, her winter coat's a mink. She's wearing her mink. See, I wear sable in the summer. Kind of a champagne color. Oh, gosh, Lena, I hear you. I hit my toe about... Well, it was during the Christmas break. I hit my toe real hard on the dolly that the plant was on from coming in when it's cold. And I hit it hard on there. And then I was walking and I hit it again. And it still hurts when I walk and step. Today, my feet were so swollen it hurt to walk when I got home from school. Wow, that is really cool, Norma. When I went to school, we learned to type, and it was, you know, the keys that were you pressed. It was nothing was electric, and you went and you pushed it over. And Miss Whipple was my teacher. Yeah, I'm sure it's broke. I broke it, and it was right between my pinky and the toe next to it. So then I moved some stuff that was in the way. And then now Bob's got that stupid dolly back in there with the plant because it's supposed to get cold. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was standing at a house that was being built. And all of a sudden this like 4 cinder blocks fell on my foot. And it broke my big toe on my right foot. And it still pops and hurts occasionally. Because it never healed right. So is anybody else streaming tomorrow? Maybe Patty. Are you ready to go listen to our book? Are you ready to go listen to our book, Mama? So those of you watching on YouTube, we're talking, so. Oh, a case too? That's cool. Tay, I don't think that those boxes are for you. Do you think so? I should probably close the lid, so. No, she thinks that they're for rubbing her face on. All right. Night Dot. Get to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably stream. It might be later, like 3 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, she's putting her seal of approval, Jean. But I do like them in here. I like how it worked. I could just get it wet. The water evaporated. They don't bleed into each other. It was hard finding boxes that were divided that would not bleed. So that's why I ended up getting these. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but we'll find something. Yeah, won't we? Bye, Dee. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, Jilly. Yeah, I started 2 hours ago. We did a bunny with the Colleen theme. I used what Colleen did on her page slightly and put a bunny on it. Hi, CB, by the way. Night, John Boy is right. Night, Beth. But I'm going to stream tomorrow. Die. I must have been in the zone. I have to go back and read the chat a lot of times. All right, Norma. See you tomorrow. I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to go listen to my book. And wish I had a Dr. Pepper. But drink some water. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe Patty will stream. If Patty's on streaming, and it may be later, you know, we'll just play it by ear. But I'll tweet. Night, Lena. I have another ballet girl in my head that I'm going to do. I just haven't done it. I'm going to try your light and dark or your warm and cold idea. Bye, guys.